Welcome to Vienna, a city where history is not locked away in textbooks, but breathes softly through its streets, its gardens, and the stones beneath your feet. Here, the past does not shout. It whispers. Before us rises Schönbrunn Palace, a luminous jewel of Baroque architecture, and for centuries, the very embodiment of absolute power, of the Habsburg dynasty. Take a moment to imagine a summer morning. In the 18th century, the sun slowly climbs above the horizon, and its warm light spreads across the palace facade, painting it in a golden tone, known to the world as Schönbrunn yellow. Under this light, the palace awakens like a sleeping giant, not aggressive, but confident, serene, and deeply aware of its own authority. Schönbrunn was never merely a seasonal retreat. It was not built for rest alone. It was designed as the operational heart of an empire that once stretched across much of Central Europe. Originally a modest hunting lodge, the palace was transformed entirely during the reign of Empress Maria Theresa, beginning in the 1740s. Under her vision, Schönbrunn expanded into a monumental complex of 1.441 rooms, making it one of the largest palace residences in Europe. Today, only around 40 rooms are accessible to visitors, yet even this small fraction offers a powerful glimpse into the scale, discipline, and refined extravagance of imperial life. As we step inside, we are drawn immediately into the Great Gallery. This magnificent hall measures over 40 meters in length and nearly 10 meters in width. Designed not just to impress, but to overwhelm. It was here that the most splendid court celebrations of the 18th century unfolded. Look up. The ceiling frescoes celebrate the prosperity and stability of Habsburg rule, depicting allegories of peace, power, and divine legitimacy. In the evenings, thousands of candle flames would shimmer through crystal chandeliers and reflect endlessly in gilded mirrors. The effect was deliberate. Light multiplied itself, creating an illusion of infinite wealth and harmony. Here, aristocrats in ivory silk gowns, stitched with gold thread, moved gracefully beside officers in vivid red uniforms, as the slow rhythm of the Viennese waltz filled the air. But Schönbrunn was not only a palace of spectacle. It was a home, a living, breathing residence, where daily routines unfolded behind layers of ceremony. It was also the workplace of Maria Theresa, the only woman to rule the Habsburg lands. Throughout more than 650 years of dynastic history, she governed not as a symbolic figure, but as a determined and pragmatic ruler, introducing reforms in education, taxation, and administration. Yet beyond her political legacy, Maria Theresa was also a mother of 16 children. Imagine the contrast. Endless corridors once echoed with formal footsteps of courtiers, yet also with the laughter, arguments, and hurried voices of royal children at play. Among them was a young girl named Marie Antoinette, who would one day leave Schönbrunn for the French court, never to return. In these rooms, family life and imperial duty coexisted uneasily. Love, expectation, and responsibility were inseparable. Maria Theresa arranged marriages for her children, not only for their happiness, but for political balance. Across Europe, each wedding strengthened alliances, secured borders, and reinforced Habsburg influence. For the children, however, Schönbrunn's luxury could feel like a golden cage, beautiful, protected, and quietly confining. Nowhere is this contradiction more tangible than in the Millions Room. Its walls are lined with rare rosewood panels and decorated with delicate Indo-Persian miniature paintings, symbols of global reach and wealth. The room radiates refinement, and yet it carries a profound stillness, a silence that speaks of power exercised alone. Stepping outside, the palace opens into vast formal gardens, designed with strict symmetry to reflect human control over nature. Our gaze is drawn upward to the Gloriette, standing proudly atop the hill. Completed in 1775, it functions as both monument and viewpoint, a symbolic crown placed above the palace itself. From this height, Vienna appears distant, orderly, almost fragile. Standing here, one begins to understand how rulers once viewed the world. From above, with clarity, and sometimes detachment. Today, Schönbrunn Palace is no longer a seat of monarchy. It belongs to history and to humanity, preserved as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. It invites visitors not to admire power, but to reflect upon it. Schönbrunn tells stories of ambition and artistry, of family devotion and sacrifice, of individuals whose private lives were shaped by public duty. It reminds us that even the grandest empires are built from human emotion, hope, fear, love, and loss. As we leave the palace behind, its golden facade remains calm, unshaken by centuries passing. Power fades, titles disappear, but beauty, memory, and the quiet lessons of history endure. Thank you for joining us on this slow, reflective journey through one of Europe's most luminous legacies. If this moment of calm history brought you peace or inspiration, please consider subscribing to the channel so we can continue exploring timeless places together. Until our next journey, thank you for watching.